Welcome back to Chat Lab. I'm Evan.
And I'm Ethan, and this is the podcast where thoughts are tested.
Today we're going to be talking about our freelancing experience because I'm a designer.
And I'm a software developer.
So that's what we're going to be getting into. But first, this episode is sponsored by us. For just a select amount of moolah every month, you can get extra goodies from us, yours truly. Things like, AMAs where you can ask us literally anything.
Bonus episodes.
And even get a shout out in the podcast.
Wow.
I think it's patreon.com/chatlabpodcast, or you can click on the link in the description, whatever platform you're listening on. It'll bring you to all of our socials. Every single one of them.
And as soon as we get 100 Patreons, we will open an OnlyFans.
Yeah, where we're gonna upload dog pictures. Not us.
Yeah.
Well, depending. If we get like 200.
Maybe.
200 Patreons. Patreons. I don't know what they're called.
It is what it is, right?
It is what it is.
But anyway, enough of that. How are you doing? How are you kidding this week?
I'm doing fabulous. Weather's lovely, sort of.
Was.
I mean, it's still hot. It's still like 22 degrees or something.
Yeah.
Like for Ireland, that's pretty.
No, for Ireland's exceptional. But there's no sun anymore.
Yeah, but I went out doing pitch and putt on Tuesday.
Ooh.
Tuesday afternoon. That was fun. The sun was out, like fully out that day. Right. Horseflies everywhere, roasting. I got bitten on my hand. You can see that there.
Oh yeah, well.
Yeah.
Hand looks like the Japanese flag.
Goddamn horseflies. But yeah, I didn't win. I got better as we went. Actually, I got worse as we went. I was bad at the start, got a lot better, and then just got worse from there. I don't know, maybe I was getting tired, getting too hot, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, that was my Tuesday. Been playing Minecraft, been watching YouTube, because I started watching this this YouTuber called Dream. I don't know if you've heard of him. So he does this thing called speedrunner versus like X amount of hunters. And he, like, most of his videos has like 3 hunters, so 3 of his friends try to kill him. So if he dies, they win, whether they kill him or not. So if he dies at all and he has to win the game, he wins. So he has to win without dying once. So he has to go to the Nether, has to go to the end, all of this stuff, and it is just fabulous. The way he gets away sometimes is insane. It is actually insane. So then by watching that, I was like, I want to get back into Minecraft. So I picked up a couple neat tricks on the way to get the game done faster, which is nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I don't know, when you're doing it quicker as well, I feel like there's less time to be like worried about losing your stuff and worried about this and that and needing a place to sleep.
Yeah, when everyone is on the same page of the speed you're going at, it's great. When someone wants to speed run and you all have decided, hey, maybe this is we're gonna take this one slow. Just vanilla, we're just gonna chill. That's annoying. Or vice versa, if you want to speed it, but everyone wants to say slow, that can be annoying on your end.
Yeah, but it's just like as in, I started a new world. I started kind of speed runny-ish, and then I was like, I'll calm down a little bit. Then I made a house, and I did the normal stuff, and I've made the house bigger and all this, but like, I've already beaten it. And it was only a couple of days that I had the world. So
yeah.
I started kind of fast, took a good break, got a bit slower, and then I was like, okay, let's do this. Let's go to the end. Let's beat the dragon. And I did that.
Did you?
Yeah, I got the egg and all. Sick. Also, did you know in the end there's a little like portal up that you can go up. It's like surrounded by bedrock.
A little RTP.
Yeah, and it brings you to
an end city.
What's it called? It's
the end city.
No, but it's called
one of those temples with the shulker boxes and stuff.
I didn't find a temple. I just found loads of weird trees.
Yeah.
Chorus fruits.
It's just an island, right?
It's multiple islands.
Well, yeah, it's its own biome or
I can't remember what it was called.
At that point.
It's like the something escape or something like that. Alternative escape. I can't remember what it was, but that was cool. I didn't know what that was.
Yeah, that's new. Not new, but relatively new.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, I've been dilly-dallying in Minecraft for ages. I've been trying to... doing it solo. I want to finally defeat the Ender Dragon solo. Complete the game. Got a fair bit. I had a Blaze farm set up. I was just looking for Enderman. I was ready to go, but
Yeah.
then Minecraft 1.16 update came out. I said, "Oh, can't wait to play that," and I haven't played it since. So
Yeah, I made a new world there. I think it was yesterday with that, and I started doing that. I'm doing it kind of fast. Like I only started it yesterday, and I've already been to the Nether and all this. Like I've done it pretty pretty fast. But like it still takes a while to do things. But it's fun. I kind of like getting some stuff done quickly, and like by watching these speedruns, you can see how it's easier to get loot from villages and temples and stuff, because you can get diamonds like really easily.
yeah, right.
And I found like, so I can get some loot a lot easier now. I can make portals a lot easier now. I can do this a lot easier. Blah blah blah. I can do things quicker. I also didn't realize that you could just light an animal on fire and get their food cooked straight away.
yeah.
I kind of forgot that, I think. So I've been doing that too, so I don't have to wait around, and just a lot of things that I've been kind of doing a bit quicker because of it. Like, so yeah, that's just kind of my experience lately. So I've been getting back into games, thankfully.
Yeah, safe to say.
Yeah, I'm happy because it's nice to get into games, so you're not just
Nice
watching.
to have something to do.
Yeah, because
Feel
I
proactive.
find when I get up, I'm fine, and then until like about, I want to say like maybe 7-8 o'clock roughly, like an hour here or there either side, as well. I just get bored, because I'm like, I don't want to watch YouTube. Like, there's lots of stuff I could watch, but I don't want to watch it. I don't want to watch anything on Netflix. I don't want to watch a movie. I don't want to watch this, do that. So I just kind of find I'm bored, and then eventually I get unbored and I start watching YouTube again.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just a case of like, I have something to do now. I have something consistent that I can do. So that's nice, I suppose.
Yeah, I do have a Netflix recommendation that me and Julia have been binging the past week.
What is this?
Good Girls on Netflix. So
It doesn't sound like it's up my alley.
Didn't sound like it was up mine either, and I am addicted.
Yeah, but you like Love Island, and I would not like Love Island.
Yeah, but that's reality TV.
This sounds like reality TV.
It isn't. It
sounds like Gossip Girls, but like
basically.
New.
How do I say? I'm gonna try and like blurb the first-ish bits of the episode so it makes more sense.
Okay.
So it's like 3 girls that have been like best friends since they were small or whatever, blah blah blah. And they're all like poor as fuck, kind of.
Okay.
Like one of them's working.
That's a unique way of saying it.
As in, like, they're both working. They're all. One of them's stay-at-home mom. The other one's like working. They're both working minimum wage jobs. They can't afford a lot of things. And then the stay-at-home mom finds out that they're about to like lose their house or whatever. And they're already looking to jump into some shit. They go to rob a grocery store.
The girls.
3 girls, right? They go rob a grocery store, and then
What age are they?
Oh, they're all like 35-ish.
Okay, so they're women.
Yeah, well, maybe I should have said that.
Yeah, because I thought they were like 12-year-old girls robbing a grocery store.
I said stay-at-home mom. Jesus, no, yeah, they're all like 35. And they go and rob a store, and it just kind of all unfolds from there. I'm not going to say anything else because is it a comedy, a drama? It's kind of drama, and it's less hard hitting than Ozark. You ever watched Ozark?
I haven't seen Ozark. No.
Okay, well, anyone that is listening,
I've seen the trailers and stuff, but
it's like there's obviously some comedy in it.
Yeah,
there's more so than usual, like dramas and like, what are they called? Netflix has tags for them. It's like slowly unwinding or whatever. I don't know. They take slow
burning. Yeah,
it's kind of like that because it's obviously spread out in like 40-minute episodes, 10 episodes a season, kind of thing.
Yeah,
but it's just so good. It gets so good.
Well, if we're making recommendations, Manhunt Unabomber, amazing. It's like 8 episodes, but it is fantastic.
Huh.
It goes through the case of the Unabomber, but it is done so well. Oh my god, I could never stop recommending that. Greg watched it. He watched it in a day.
This sounds like Greg.
He watched it like in a day or two. I mentioned it, and he texted back on, "Man, this is amazing." I was like, "How did you do it so quickly?"
Yeah,
like they're long episodes, and it took me quite a while to get through it. Like,
Yeah, sometimes you just find the time, especially now.
Yeah, that was insane. Couldn't believe that at all. I was like, I can't believe he's finished it already.
Yeah.
But it is amazing. It really is. So if you've got time, it's kind of a slow burner, but not really because it's only 8 episodes. But it is very intriguing. I don't know, trying to think of tags.
It's kind of like, if I'm describing similar things, it's like they leave cliffhangers, but the cliffhangers are going to be spread across episodes. It's not like something bad happens in the last 30 seconds, then it cuts. Because
it's kind of like
there's an arc, and you can visually feel that there's an arc going on.
So just to give a little context, like you could see the guy who's investigating it, you can kind of see his life fall apart a little bit.
Yeah.
When there's a clue, you can see it stretched out, maybe just an episode, maybe a couple episodes, and you can kind of just see his, I suppose, just how crazy he's going at the fact that he can't catch this guy, and you can kind of just see his as I said, his life just crumble.
Right.
So it's kind of cool. Not that his life is crumbling, but the fact that they did it so well. And it kind of messaged your mind a little bit. It makes you have a different perspective, I suppose, on some things, because that's the Unabomber was all about, like how technology is just making us slaves to itself.
Yeah.
On a dark street at night, you sit when there's no cars around at all, nobody around. You still stop at the red light. Technology is holding us back, type of thing. That's what his whole manifesto was about. Just kind of about how technology isn't good for the world, which is what his bombs were aimed at, kind of things that were ruining and things that were creating technology almost.
Right.
Or things that represented certain things to him, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just very suspenseful. Very, very. You're definitely like on the edge of your seat for some of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my recommendation, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, getting back into like what we've been up to, more so the weather the past week has been fucking fabulous. Since from last Friday up until yesterday, the sun has been out nonstop, and I have been out with it. I've never made more use of nice weather than this past week. I was always trying to be outside. I don't have the tan to prove it. I don't tan that well, but
yeah.
I also don't got mosquito bites. So
see, I was just at home, so I didn't. If I went outside, I'd be doing nothing.
Yeah.
So there was no real reason for me to go outside that much because I wasn't doing anything. Because I don't own a ball that I can kick around, which I know is kind of sad, but well, what am I supposed to do?
Yeah, I've been going on cycles every day.
I do have a bike, yeah, I do, but cycles is just not really my thing. Could go for a walk, I suppose.
I do really like cycling,
but I don't know. I've just kind of, I suppose, getting back into the games, I've kind of just gotten a bit consumed.
Yeah, for sure, because I'm again falling out of games, but that's also
it's okay. Like, I'll get you back in. I'll get you back into Minecraft. Don't you worry.
I'm falling out of hardcore games.
You know what?
It's really, this is an arc of the podcast episodes of how I'm feeling about video games.
You know what would help though? If you just bought that game that was on offer. For those of you who don't know, which is everybody, I asked Ethan to buy a game that was 75% off. You know what he said? Looks like a great offer, but no.
Yeah, just wasn't feeling it.
Oh my god.
Tough luck, I suppose. But yeah, no, continuing this arc of how I feel about video games.
They're sick.
I'm definitely falling out of like spending hours a day into like hardcore games to keep the progression going, like Tarkov. Like I love Tarkov and its aspects of like weapon building, and everything about it. But how much time you have to spend in to yield the rewards you do is too much for what I want at the moment. And that's why I felt like when I was saying last week that when I downloaded Dirt Rally, I was really enjoying it because I could use it for 10 minutes. And feel fine, but I'd have to play Tarkov for a good 2 hours before I get the same.
Yeah, there's a lot of games like that. Like Minecraft is definitely one of those where you can't just play for 10 minutes. You'll get nothing done.
Yeah.
I think Minecraft. So the two games I've been playing recently is Dying Light, which is like for those who don't know, it's a zombie game basically, and then Minecraft, pretty self-explanatory. And Minecraft is one of those kind of mindless games where you can kind of just switch off and forget about time.
Exactly.
Dying Light is more of like you're more in it. It's more immersive. You're in the story. You're trying to figure out.
Downloading that again.
Dying Light.
Yeah.
We could play together. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Play Minecraft together and Dying Light together. Whew. But yeah, I've just been getting into you get into the story a bit more when a game does have a story. So that's why I was I'm kind of like, I play both of them. I could play both of them for hours, but for different reasons. Minecraft, I kind of turn off and I forget that hours have gone by. Dying Light, I'm in the story, and that's why I forget the time goes.
Yeah.
Because I'm focused on the task at hand, whatever mission or objective I have.
I think Minecraft as well, as though it relates to things like Tarkov, where you have to spend a lot of time in it to feel like you did something. With Minecraft, even if I played for 10 minutes and got nothing done, I can close it and have this feeling when I close it, like, yeah, I can go right back to this and just continue what I'm doing. Whereas with Tarkov, it's a lot of, I need to put another fucking 20 minutes into this before I get into another raid when I come back on. Whereas with Minecraft, I can just click play and I'm exactly where I was, nothing.
Yeah.
No setup, and it's just so much nicer. So much nicer.
So you're coming back to Minecraft.
I've been thinking about it. I haven't watched anything. Actually, no, that's a lie. About a week ago, I watched Vic Starr play The Floor is Lava with the old squad. That was nostalgic.
On Minecraft?
Mm-hmm.
You should keep it as a surprise, though. See the update as it is.
Yeah.
There's a couple blocks I was like, what is this?
I want to do that for sure. Like, I've obviously seen it because I follow r/Minecraft on Reddit, but I don't know where anything falls into each other. Like, oh, blue fire. I'm like, oh, cool. No, like, I have no idea.
I could explain it to you now, but I'll just save it for when we're playing it.
It's good to be said.
Because I can go, look at this.
Yeah.
This is this. I can explain it a bit more. Yeah. There's a couple of blocks I saw, and I was like, what is that? Because I went into creative for a bit, and I was like, I don't know what this is. I was like, it's something new. Great.
Yeah.
But that doesn't help. But yeah, also, did you know that there's like data packs now? I mean, it's like mini mods.
Yeah.
Like, I got this one where you twerk you just like crouch loads of times, and you get saplings grow the more you twerk. So they grow into the trees quicker.
Nice.
I got one. What was it? I got one which is like a mining helmet, which you make with like loads of iron and stuff like that, and it turns into, what does it turn into? It's basically like a night vision helmet.
Oh, cool.
So it's nice. Yeah. So it's like it has a torch on the front of you, so you can mine it without it being super dark. And I got another one which is death coordinates, which is really useful. Nice. Because it's like that, that journey map mod where like you have the map and it shows your death location. Yes. It's like that, except it just tells you the coordinates so you can easily go. So I've been using those 3.
I've also been craving to play Rainbow Six Siege, and I don't know why.
I haven't really. Yeah, the problem with that is that like those games, you get really good at them and you love them, but then when you stop, if you go back, you're horrible.
I just wanted to play a casual, if enough people go on, because I don't want to grind in quotation marks there and grind Valorant and things.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to play.
I do like Valorant,
like with the internet,
and I do like the aspect of trying to play it, but like I don't want the grind associated with it. But yeah, anyway, get back into what we were talking about. So I've been to the gym a couple times this week, right? It's a bit of a story time moment here.
Swole.
Usual, they've changed it now, so I used to have to ring in and book my session. It's now online through a company called MindBody. They just kind of, take in your data and give it to the company. Like, give your name, your email address, blah, blah, blah. So I did that and that was fine. It was working out. And then I was like, I'll download their app because I didn't know they had an app until they promoted it. So I downloaded the app and I booked my session. Keep in mind though, when I downloaded the app, I tried to sign in through my Google account. So it merged my Google account with my already existing MindBody account. So like the account I used to book gym sessions basically. Mm-hmm. Which then changed my full name to my online alias with my last name as N.A. And I went in this morning at 8 o'clock and I had a chat with the woman who I do relatively know. She's not like a complete stranger.
Yeah, you've been there enough, like.
Yeah, and it was just, I didn't give her the idea of why my name was down as Caffrey NA with the email address. That's why she knew it was me, because it was the same email address it was before. And I was like,
she just like
she was
Caffrey?
like, she was like, what?
Do you know, once I got I went, what was it? We ordered this was like kind of when lockdown had stopped. I ordered Boojum for collection. Boojum's like a Mexican burrito bar, for anybody wondering.
Chipotle for Irish people.
Basically. And so I ordered it for collection, and I went in, right? But when I went to pick it up, I was like, order for collection. He was like, I was like, should be for Evan or something. And he was like, Kazakhs? And I was like, God.
Yeah, it's the same kind of
like,
deal.
Yeah, that's me, because I use my
Google
I use my regular email instead of my business email, which says Evan Barry. So my regular email is from like 6 years ago maybe, where my email was Hawkrest180.
Yeah.
For anybody wondering, my email is Hawkrest180. You're welcome.
If you want to spam email him there.
Yeah. And so my username on that is Kazakhs. It's like my gamer tag, I suppose. And I just got like a Kazakhs. I was like, yes, it's Kazakhs. I was like, yeah, that's me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to write down my name as Kazakhs. It's meant to be Evan, but yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
So got me some Boojum. That was nice.
Yeah, it was just very awkward because she doesn't know me to look at by name. So she was like, "Oh yeah, Ethan, while you're here, have you down? Do you have 2 accounts or something? Doing some weird name here, like." And then she spelled it out, and I was like, "Really? That's weird. Yeah. I must change that." So
Caffrey?
She got it right. She just spelled it out.
Imagine if it went down as Cafreezy.
That would have been way worse. Or Carmex Man 666.
Cafreezy? That would have been so
awkward. But yeah, no, that was
decaf.
I wasn't that awkward with it, to be honest. I was just laughing. I don't know. I just didn't care that much. I guess it's a good thing, because I used to be very weird about those kind of things. But now it's just, I don't know.
It sounds like your name, so
yeah, figure it out, like, kind of thing. It's like, what?
Caffrey. Oh, so your second name's Caffrey, and this is Caffrey.
I'm just booking a gym session. It doesn't matter that much, like, you know.
Yeah, so I suppose it didn't really matter that much for you.
And besides, I have a membership, so they know by the card and
the email
address
my ear just started ringing. Oh, God.
Oh?
Just got a massive ring in my ear. Started talking, it was like, ow.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, I have a membership, so it's not like I'm paying down through the name Caffrey NA. It's still my email, and it's still linked to my membership that's still running. So they still have all my fucking data, so.
Yeah, I suppose it didn't really matter, so.
Yeah.
And she knew you by face.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I've been doing a lot of cycling as well. Doing like 10 kilometers-ish a day, which is not a lot of cycling, but it's a lot more than I was doing ever.
Yeah, step it up.
Yeah, week. But it's just been fun. I mean, just cycling here and there and around the place. Not like going out with cycling gear on and doing like big stuff. I'm just
in your cycling tights.
Yeah. But no, it's just been nice to be out in the sun, I guess. It's just been good.
Oh yeah, because we all know you're not a vampire.
Yeah. As of Monday, masks are mandatory. That's weird now.
Are they? Like,
yeah,
they're gonna enforce it?
Yeah, like a fine if you don't wear them.
So the only problem is that like the shop owners aren't gonna enforce it. Because I heard that shop owners weren't going to enforce it, so they couldn't. That's why they hadn't had it in legislation yet. Because shop owners weren't going to go, put on a mask, or
they might like make them close now if they don't comply.
Yeah, but
now since they have pushed it through and it is a thing.
Yeah, I mean, we went out to dinner, and it was surprising the amount of people that was, like, I know we were in a restaurant, but even like walking around, a lot of people weren't wearing masks. Like whenever
it's mostly shopping centers. That's a big one.
Whenever I went to the toilet, I threw on a mask because I was walking past people.
They just said to put on a mask wherever you cannot remain 2 meters apart from other people.
Yeah, and then there's this woman like walking right towards me, like past me. I'm
coughing on you.
Thanks. So I had to like turn my back. So at least I wasn't facing her.
You were a smack.
Yeah. No, because then I'd be touching her. We're getting the COVID. You know what I mean? Like, we're getting the COVID-19.
Stay away.
I don't want the COVID.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's kind of been my week, I guess.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
You've been cycling. You've been gymming.
It's good weather.
You've been programming.
I have. Yeah, speaking of that, it was a little wild Thursday night. White Claw in my hand. YouTube on. I'm joking. Okay, well.
Proper white girl.
Alright.
I'm getting so wild.
No, so I got a message and it was from Fiverr, because for those of you that don't know, I have a Fiverr account where I will make you a website.
Fiverr.
So I'll make you a website. I'll make anyone a website that pays using HTML, CSS, blah blah blah. I'll make you a website. That's it. So this guy texts me. He's like, "Yeah, make me a fucking website." I was like, "Slick. All right, cool." And
25 buckaroos.
Was for 15.
But yeah, he added stuff.
No, I upselled.
Why?
Because he was like, "Oh yeah, actually, can you do like online payments for me, like add to cart kind of things?" And I was like, "Oh, cool, yeah." It's gonna cost you extra.
You should just put that in the.
I did. It's an e-commerce thing. It's literally in my higher tier.
Oh.
So I just told that to him, and then I gave it to him, and he bought it. And he's been good for like, you know, getting back to me. Not as of recently, but yeah, no, they've been good. Like, it's relatively easy and not asking for like Twitter or something. So it wasn't that hard to make. I am missing stuff from him though that I need to put into the website.
Yeah, that's the worst thing about
deadlines tomorrow.
Freelancing.
He hasn't texted me in 2 days, and
it's on him.
Yeah, on him, yeah, and like if he wants it to be done, if he's not gonna get back to me tomorrow, it's gonna cost more to keep it on for extra days because it's been a week. Like my top tier gives me a week to do it. And it's on him now that I'm not going to finish it. So,
yeah, I'd say you should.
This is my debut into freelancing.
I think you should.
Debut, not debut.
Yeah, I was like, what's that? I think you should wait till like 10 days and then up it like at €2 every day after that or something, or $2.
Well, I have the dates set, like, so I might just.
Yeah, but like give him some extra leeway and then be like, it's $2. You should just message me and be like. At 10 days, it goes up $2 from then on, because I have the delivery date is 7 days, and I don't want like this to go on forever. Like,
it literally does not bother me. He could do this forever. I wouldn't care, because all I have to do now is, you know, the online.
You could also just get him privately, freelance like that. Just be like, okay, we'll go off Fiverr, just do it privately, and you can send me over money then.
He's already bought the package, but yeah, I get what you're saying now.
You know.
So, well, for my delivery, fingers crossed, he gives me a tip. Tip of €400.
Yeah, hopefully.
No, I was looking, right? And apparently a tip for when you want to start freelancing is start cheap.
Cheap, yeah, but
if you don't have any rep. Yeah, obviously.
Like when I was unknown on Twitter, I was like a $5 for a logo. Yeah. But that was like gamer logos, like for teams and stuff. So it was a lot easier. The worst part is that designers were really taken advantage of when it came to like joining small COD teams, is that you would not get paid if it was for your team. So if like this random guy went on the team went, oh, will you make me a thing? Like, yeah, it could take me a tiny amount of time, but I still wouldn't get anything for it.
You still want your commission.
I'm on the team.
Yeah.
At that time, I didn't really have commission because nobody was buying logos for me. Yeah. So
you got to start in the right place.
Yeah, but I've gotten a lot better now, so I'm getting clients. Thanks to my partner in crime, I suppose. My web designer friend, like.
Not me.
Not you. Because she hooks me up with all the clients, but. Yeah, I think that the hardest part of being a freelancer as well is getting the information you need.
I keep in mind the benefit of the doubt for this guy. It was very detailed for what he wanted. Like, because I wrote the questions you get when you buy the order. So yeah, like, give me your.
See, that's the good thing about Fiverr is you can ask them questions that are required. Whereas I might get a text saying, "Will you make me a logo? This is what it's called, and
Yeah.
I kind of like this style." And you're like, "Where do I start?"
Yeah, like he had DM'd me that, like that kind of thing. And I was like, okay, here, just buy the order and we can figure out the nitty gritty. Like, and he did it. And I was like, because it was like, they have bought your order. And then half an hour later, it's like, look to review it. So it took him a whole half an hour to detail exactly what he wanted. And I was like, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I could just write out questions and be like, and if someone asked me, I'll be like, answer these and
That's why it's good as well on Fiverr. You can set the amount of revisions that you're going to do. Because if someone for you, like, make me a logo.
Well, what I started doing is I have a set price, and then after a certain amount of revisions, I add on top. So I think it's after 3, I add another $5, and then I think it's another like 2. Each 2 after that, or each 1 after that, is more money.
Yeah.
So because there was one client that we had that kept asking for revisions, and then my friend was like, my partner in crime, as I said that we should start doing revision payments, because, or at least I should start doing it, because it could get ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly.
With the big project I'm doing now, I can't really do revision prices because it's a big project. So it's not necessarily about revisions, because this needs to look good and look well for the client. It's a web design thing. This is probably the biggest. It is the biggest project I've had in design, which is why I'm forever grateful to I suppose business partner. Like, we're not legally business partners, but
you are, though.
Not legally,
sorry, but
we are business partners, because she does the web design, I do the graphic design, so it's pretty easy. I'm just, for this project, I'm just doing the graphic design for the web design, using Adobe XD, which is like an interactive web design kind of program.
Yeah.
And it is fantastic. I am so happy I found it, because otherwise I would have just had like 20 million pages of what the website would look like, whereas this one you can actually interact with. Click the next page, click sign up, and it will bring you to a sign up thing. Click contact us, all these things, and it looks so much better. You can actually click on whatever you want. Well, not whatever you want, only certain things are clickable.
Yeah, I get it.
And it gives you an idea of how it would look on an actual website. And the thing is, it would look better on a website because websites have better transitions, better, I don't know, integration with certain plugins and certain things like that. So it would look better than even I would do. I have made a couple of nice websites, to be fair. It's a bit hard to do it with this one, because this one is very specific. It's like a news thing, so there has to be boxes for articles, so it looks a bit messy. But I made like a made up financial website. Did I show you this one?
No, you haven't.
I sent it to you and I went, check this out, and you never did. I remember this because I went, did you ever see that? You went, no, what you sent me? And I was like, click on the link, and you just didn't. Anyway, moving on. It's a really clean website, like, because I was able to do a clean website because it was just my own creative will.
That's the one thing that annoys me, because like a lot of people think like programmers are just purely like logical and they hate anything to do with creativity, but actually to be a programmer you have to be very creative when it comes to designing how it works, what it will look like, how it's integrated, its UX, its UI. Everything comes down to creativity, and you can feel that. Like, you can feel it when you want to make something.
Nah, you're just a nerd.
And saying that it's annoying, because I have to let the client decide what they think is best for the website, when I could give it to 1 million people, and it's just
I don't understand.
I'd make it better for them, but I'm not going to.
Like, I could make a couple variations of a logo that I've come up with that they might like, and then they come back a while later and they're like, just do this instead, and it's just worse.
Yeah, it's just worse.
And you're like,
what?
Why didn't you just say that initially? Why didn't you just tell me this? I could have just done that, been done with you, and it would have been so much easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do... So the project I have, that company, I'm doing their website design, but then I'm also doing a new logo. So I don't know whether I'm doing revisions for their logo or not, but we'll see. I've got another client on the go anyways, so Which I didn't tell I was doing revisions.
I envy your workflow.
But
100%.
my business partner, that's so weird to say, said that
one of those.
we should just charge them my base price, because it's kind of like a small village company. It's not necessarily like a big one that makes millions, or not millions, or even just like they don't make loads like.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't be overcharging.
Startup company, is it? No, don't name it. But
it's not startup. No, I'm not going to name it. No, but it's not startup. It's that they already are a company, but they just need a new logo.
Right. Okay. Cool.
But they're just not.
Yeah. Don't skin
massive.
them.
Yeah. No.
Make a loyal customer, not a business transaction.
They're a pleasure to work with. Actually, they're nice. I mean, there's just a couple of things that needed to be sorted out, but like other than that, pretty nice. And I have to work with them directly.
Yeah.
Because usually I don't really. Because I'm only being outsourced for the design, and then business partners doing the web design. It just happens to be that they need the web design done, and they also might need a new logo. So I'm just kind of being outsourced.
Right.
So I don't really contact the client myself usually, unless I get the client on my own. But this one, it's so weird to say it, but once again, my business partner is out of office, so I had to work with the client directly, and it's fine. Yeah. So, but it's just sometimes working with the client directly. Sometimes I just get so like, what do you mean? That it's so hard for me to work with them sometimes, because they just say the most random things, and I'm like,
because you have to think like, oh, they're not actually in your line of work.
Yeah, and
so
they're like,
when they say something, like, at least when I get a suggestion for that, they're like, could you like do this thing? And like, I know like it's very easy to do, but like you can tell that they have no idea what is capable when it comes to code.
Yeah, but it's just like they might say something.
They just don't know. You can't blame it.
Like, what do you mean by this? Like, what do you mean? Or they're like, oh, change the color. To what?
Yeah.
What do you want me to change the font? This is what you asked for. Like, oh, let's say this isn't an example of something that someone said. This is just an example. I want block letters. I do block letters. Too blocky. Like, what do you mean? Too blocky.
Yeah.
You asked for block letters. I gave you block letters. Like, there's no reason for that. Oh, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I just hope that I can get a good review left by this guy, and this could be the start of an actual... I don't even need it to be a sustainable side thing. I just want it to be something... I want to have...
some money here and there.
Multiple clients, I guess. I don't know. I want to have a kind of workflow going on.
Yeah, it's really nice when you get a couple clients at the same time and you finish them up kind of similar times, because then you get a good amount of money and you can like keep it for a bit. I still haven't gotten paid for the big project. I'm not going to disclose how much that is.
You're not at liberty to say.
I am at liberty to say. I'm just not going to say it.
Huh.
So I haven't gotten paid for that yet, but that's because the whole project isn't done yet, but my side of it is, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of just... But because, once again, my business partner is out of office, I don't know if it's on pause or if I'm actually done. So I don't know whether to invoice yet or not. And then we still need to do the logo. So I might as well just finish the logo first and then be done.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully that'll come by pretty soon.
Yeah.
I'll get my paycheck and I'll be happy out.
Yeah, well, the reason I brought up price anyway is because I realized that my top tier for making a website is $25. It's €22.
Yeah.
And people will be starting base at like €100 on that website on Fiverr.
Well, some people do. Some people who have...
Yes, but some people do what I do.
Yeah. But some people also finish at like $8. Like their top tier is $8 or something like it. Some people do it mega cheap, but that's not worth your time. Some people do it medium.
Oh, I get you. No. Yeah, I know, but like it's always like starting at this price, and mine is starting at $5. Like,
yeah.
My by the way, my $5 would literally take me 10 minutes.
No, but you get nothing. Like,
I don't get anything. No one.
No, I mean they get nothing. Like.
They get nothing. Yeah,
I'd say you should honestly just make your starting price like 10. Because if you're too low, people will be like, well, that's not going to be good.
Yeah, no, because after I've done this guy now, because I know I'm not going to get one straight away. I'm going to have some time, and I'm going to properly I'm just going to fully fledge out my Fiverr to be as advertising as possible.
Yeah, and I'd say make the lowest not 5. Make it like 10, maybe even 15. Because if you're
compare all the prices and what skills they're comparing their price at. Because if I'm level with someone that's really, really bad, like, and they're like $5, $6, $7, they're the 3 tiers, I'm like, maybe I should go up to somewhere where I'm at the bottom of, like, I'm at the bottom, so when people sort of low to high, I'm there. Like, I'm at the bottom of good.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, rather than the middle of shite, because no one's going to look at shite.
You don't want to be 5, because that mean they won't be able to do much, really.
Yeah.
You don't want to be 100, because that's like, they could probably do a really good job, but I don't have the money.
Exactly. I just want to be for,
especially if they're startups. If you're a startup, you go on Fiverr. If you're not a startup, you don't go on Fiverr.
Literally, I'm not going to disclose the client's profession or anything, but like it's just they have their own company, and they're doing everything kind of by advertising and phone by now, and they just want a website, and they gave me a reference website, which I need to add into my Fiverr questions as a must-have, because it was so easy now to just look at what they kind of want off a website, and I was like, I can do that, it's fine.
Yeah.
And because once you get it in a website form, rather than like, can I have this green with brown boxes or something, there's something random, it's really hard to picture, but yeah, they just wanted a website just to have their name out there, so that's kind of the target I'm at. I'm not trying to redesign someone's website, some big company's website. I'm just there for little guys. Not little guys, that's really condescending. I'm just there for little businesses that need boost, like, kind of thing, you know?
It's small, not little.
Yeah, sorry.
Small businesses.
Bad choice of words. I'm in
teeny tiny business.
I'm in programming, not literacy, for a reason.
Yeah. But yeah, sure. I mean, you made our website. We just still don't understand how you can just fly around all the code and be like, oh yeah, well, I'll just change this. Oh, I'll just add it. Oh, I'll just. And I'm watching you. I'm like, what is he doing?
Well, I don't understand that when you're on Illustrator or whatever
I mean, I showed you like 3 things today that you didn't know already.
Exactly.
I showed you how to do
Photoshop.
I told you how to do rulers and guides. I told you how to size something properly, and I told you how to crop.
Exactly. See.
Yeah, I just pick it up on the way. I mean, I've been doing this for years.
Yeah, so I haven't. I've been doing this for nearly a year. My anniversary is in like a month when I go back to college.
I was like, anniversary of what? Your freelancing career? I was like, oh, you mean just coding, like programming?
It's been a fucking blast.
Hacking the mainframe. Yeah.
You have 8 hackers.
I mean, the fact that you were able to like embed a player, multiple players, 5 episodes of
this
a podcast.
This is the 6th one, and it's on the website.
I don't know what that website address is, but
it's
in the link tree.
chatlabpodcast.github.io.
It's in the link tree, link in the description of every platform.
Yeah.
Whatever you're listening on, YouTube, Apple, Spotify, whatever it may be. But like
full disclosure, if anyone does program web development and sees my website, I was at 8 of Bootstrap. Okay, that's it.
Okay, well, anyways, it's just cool how you were able to embed all the episodes and, you know, have like working social links and just different things like that, and we use it for our RSS feed, which is bonkers.
Yeah, that was the whole purpose, for anyone that doesn't know, for our podcast, because we already explained what an RSS feed, I think, is
on a couple of podcasts ago.
Anyway, just how we get podcasts out to Spotify and iTunes, kind of thing. It needs to be hosted somewhere on a server that they can access. So I was like, how the fuck are we going to get that anywhere?
Oh, we did. We talked about how, like, $12 a month or whatever.
Yeah, and how it wasn't. And we made
our own.
Yeah,
well,
we did.
You made your own. You made our own.
And you did all the graphics, so.
I suppose.
You know?
I suppose.
That's why it's a good combination, because it's like you and your business partner, except the business partner is me. We're making a podcast.
Yeah, you can make the website, I can do the graphics, and we can both do the podcast.
Exactly.
It's pretty easy.
It works.
Yeah, we're just a dream team.
But yeah, I hope this is a start of a freelancing career. Like, not like anything massive.
Yeah, you should get it on LinkedIn. I know it's not necessarily like, you know.
I have a LinkedIn account. I made one last week. And I've just been putting some stuff on there, but I haven't properly sat down and done overhauls of my Fiverr with like, you know, different, because I need to put up on Fiverr the website I have for my CV, and the one we did. You know, those kind of things. I need to put those out there, show people those ones on on Fiverr. Because I think one of the reasons he clicked on me is because I can do mobile websites as well, for the same reason.
Oh yeah.
Because he made that clear that he wanted it
responsive.
And I have that in one of my Fivers. I have a GIF where I show the difference between the.
Mm-hmm. Do you have like good thumbnails as well?
No, they're really bad. That's why I need to do them. I need to do everything up. I'm surprised he came to me, to be honest, because I only half-arsed it. I didn't. You've got your
designer friend right across from you.
Mm.
Yeah, if we're not playing games and we're just chatting, I can do it then. I suppose we'll probably be chatting at some point.
Yeah, I can do them anyway. I just need advice. What's shite kind of thing. It's like when you get someone to dress you because you don't have no taste in fashion. I don't anyway. So someone goes like,
"What do you mean, man? Of course you do."
Yeah, no, it's just you just need the helping hand, I suppose. That's what I need. Making those kind of things. I'm kind of rambling now. I don't know why.
Yeah, you just turned into a rambler. Look at you rambling.
Straight up.
Now I'm rambling. No, I'm actually just waffling. But yeah, no, I can definitely help you. I'd say it work out well.
If anyone's listening and wants a website, actually, yeah.
fiverr.com/
free.
KAHFREE.
I think.
He thinks. Yeah, just look up Ethan. No,
yeah, I'll be there.
Caffrey.
Yeah.
Or Caffrey. I say Caffrey.
I say Caffrey. I wanted it to be Caffrey. It is phonetically Caffrey. But this is back.
And your name is Caffrey, so saying Caffrey spelled differently makes sense.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Capiche capon.
Alright.
I'm gonna start saying that from now on. Capiche capon.
Anyway, we could get into this now because Evan is doing this week's weekly dose of life advice. I told him explicitly I do not want to know anything about it.
I was like, do you want to know what the flare is? Because we got this off Reddit, and I was like, do you want to know what the flare is? He was like, nope. I was like, are you sure?
Yeah, and I have literally no idea what this could be.
Yeah, it's. I think you'll like it because I'll just tell you now. It's got a lot to do with your job experience and the flare is careers and work.
Right.
So this will help you in interviews. I would say not necessarily help you, but it would be interesting in interviews.
Are we doing a jingle?
We're not doing the jingle. No,
I can do the jingle.
No, we're not doing the jingle. We don't have a jingle.
We do.
No, you said one last week, and I said no.
Weekly dose of life advice.
That wasn't even the same.
All right.
You did it differently this time.
Segment has begun.
Okay. Here we go. Here's your weekly dose of life advice. From here on out, make what was your company's COVID response a standard interview question. So when they go, any questions? And you can go like, oh, what do you like most about this job? Or what do you like least?
Does it pay well?
Now you can, don't ever say that.
Don't ask that question.
Now you can say, what was your company's COVID response? Because I think that's really important to see what the company's values are, and see how secure your job would be.
Yeah, it's just like, what was your company's COVID response? Well, we looked at everyone.
We made redundancies, and
we looked at everyone that was important. So we just fired everyone, and we kept our money.
A lot of places, well, most if not all, are doing pay cuts.
Yeah. Yes.
Wage subsidies or something, I think is what they're calling it or something. But a lot of them are doing that and or redundancies, and they're just firing people.
Yeah, it's like, all right, here's a new contract with half your pay. Take a year's worth of salary, or work for me like a sweatshop worker.
Yeah, I mean, it's not to say that they have to, because I mean, like, well,
they do need to cut their losses where they have them, but
they need to make sure their costs are lower and their income is higher.
But I'm sure there's some companies, and I think there are, I couldn't name them now, but I've read where like the CEO has cut their salary. Like a CEO making fucking so much money, they cut it from like a shitload to like a little less of a shitload, but it's enough to cover the redundancies they would have had for this kind of pandemic, and that's amazing to see. Whereas other companies just are cutting off everybody.
I think if you were to go for a job and your interviewer said that our CEO cut his wages for us, I'd be like, oh, sign me up.
Well, like that's why I'm here, obviously, for the job interview.
Like I'll sign me up.
I have.
This is an interview.
You signed it.
You have already signed up. That's why you're here. No, but like I'd be like, okay, well, if the CEO, who doesn't really get a lot of employee time, like, you know, employee one-on-one time,
right,
cares that much about its employees.
Exactly.
I mean, you can only imagine what everybody else thinks about, like,
what
about
their
themselves.
values are, because it's reflected the whole way down.
Yeah, because then the managers who do interact will be like, will hopefully at least be very similar.
And if they don't, I mean, the CEO cares enough, they can get that straightened out.
Yeah, I mean,
they can cut their losses that way. Get rid of the shit people.
This manager, no, they're not like you. Sorry. But yeah, no, I think it would give you a sense of job security to know that
absolutely
your CEO would care for
That's
you, or even anybody.
I think we might be in a little bit of a good place right now, because your course is what, 4 years?
What?
Is your course going to be 4 years long?
4 years, yeah. Whichever course I get.
So like you get in 3-4 years time, we're out of college.
Not that yours is 2 years, yours is as well.
Yeah.
Just for anybody who
4 years as well.
got confused.
We're getting the same type of degree.
Well, now you have 3 years left though.
Yeah. So by the time we get out, the economy should be a little bit more out of recession.
And we're both doing things that are
that have high level of job security.
There's a lot of demand for them too.
Exactly. That's kind of what I mean.
I'm in a form of business. You're in software development, which both are very demanded currently, because a lot of people are, especially now, are going for websites, going for, you know, things like that.
Everything's going online. So
yeah, I mean, a lot of my clients I had just before kind of all this happened, like earlier in the year. I had a lot then. I've had a lot as well, like during, you know, this whole pandemic and lockdowns and all this, and all the restrictions. I mean, this massive project happened probably because they were like, well, everyone's at home and everyone's gonna need to have a website to go to.
They're gonna see my name pop up on a Facebook ad. It might as well be a cool logo.
Yeah, it might as well be a cool logo. I might as well have a nice website. I might as well, you know, do all this. So business partner been getting a lot of stuff, because everyone's like, we need a website, it needs to look good, instead of just a Facebook page that's got random stuff on it.
Not just buying Facebook ads.
Yeah, not
those Facebook ads, when you click them, they need to go somewhere, not just have a phone number or an email address kind of thing.
Yeah, and then their Facebook feed is just updates. Like, oh, well, now we do deliveries. Like, no, you need a website.
You need a website.
Like, it's, yeah, I think we're in the clear.
I just think, especially because like it would be hard to find a job regardless of what, you know, career you're in now. By the time we are looking for a job with the qualifications that we'll have, we should be okay. Mm-hmm. So it's gonna balance, like, you know, every 5-ish years.
Yeah, and the thing is about like, I don't know about yours, but my one, I'm pretty sure yours would have a similar thing, is that they actually find you a job at the end. So after my 4 years, I think they find me a job. I also have work placement, I think, in third year. But
yeah, we get paid co-op in third year, but I think that's mostly to find a place, get in, and hopefully secure yourself.
And also just learn, really.
Oh no, obviously
learn what
that's
it's like
the point.
To work in a place.
Put yourself, you know, head first into an industrial setting, but
knee deep.
Yeah, and like, yeah, it's hopefully just if you do a good job at your work placement, they'll go, yeah, can I be back?
I mean, like, that's how I got my job during the summer. I did well during my work experience, and they were like, let us know what you're doing for the summer.
Exactly.
Like, we'd love you back. But I think my course, they find you a job at the end, because my brother has a friend who did it in the other college, and they found her a job after it. So
maybe, I mean,
I think
no, because sometimes companies, I know what you're talking about. I think we have the same thing.
Sometimes you can get headhunted, like,
like sometimes companies reach out to the college and it's like,
Who's good?
Here are some graduate programs. That's kind of what you're talking about, I think. It's graduate programs. So it's not like the company goes, like, it's not like the college specifically goes, all right, let's get you a job. It's the companies are like, please, we need new young workers to take on. So then there's, you get the opportunities to do the interviews. And then
I'm fairly sure his friend is, like my brother's friend, I'm fairly sure she was headhunted.
Yeah.
Like,
right.
Because they were like, oh, she's good, let's get her. Mm-hmm. Like, I think as well, if you do really well, they're like, give us your best students. We'll take them on.
Yeah, no, especially it's they don't even need to say that. It's who graduates with honors.
Yeah.
They're looked at more.
Who gets their 1-1s, like. Oh, imagine. No, I don't think I get a 1-1. I'd say I probably get like a, 1-2 or 2-1, or I can't remember what it's called.
I just know below a 70.
I'd say I just get below the highest.
70 to 100% GPA.
I thought it was like all within 12%.
Well, 70 to 100 is between honors. That is the honors bracket.
Okay, well, I want honors at least, and I don't want to get the lowest for honors. I want like at least mid to high, mid like minimum. But you see, the problem is that like
obviously you do want that, like
like I have a bit of like, and not to toot my own horn, but I'm naturally bright enough, but I'm lazy.
Yeah, all right.
So that's a negative as well. So I'm lazy, but I'm naturally bright. So I just breeze. I don't study.
Yeah, I did a lot of self-study in college. So.
Yeah, so I need to be able to just put my head down in college, really, because I don't really. I'm bad with studying. I'm bad with doing work. I just kind of pick stuff up short term and breeze. And some of it sticks, obviously, and if I like it, it sticks, and if the teacher is nice, it sticks. But
the career I'm in, because I can do so much self-study because it's all interesting to me.
Yeah.
So
I mean, the problem is that like mine's not really like any bit creative, or I can do it by myself because it's a business course. Yeah. So unless I start a business, I can't do it by myself. Which technically I already have, being a freelancer.
Yeah, you could, if you have any tips, boost my Fiverr.
Exactly.
If you get any tips in marketing,
I might need a website. You never know. I mean, I have a free portfolio thing, but I could always ask you to make one.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know?
Mm.
Here's some cashola. Maybe you can buy the game now.
Oh, maybe. Come full circle.
Yeah. It goes back on offer. I'm like, I need a website now. You have a day to get it. It's on sale.
Yeah, well.
That's probably what I'll do. But yeah, so we're kind of winding down. We're
chilling
out, winding down.
Reaching the crescendo.
Yeah, so I suppose that's it really for this week. You can check us out, as I said, description of whatever platform you're listening on. There's a Linktree link, which takes you to all of our socials, including our Patreon. Remember, we were sponsored by us today.
Yeah.
So just
big shout out to us.
It's only a small amount of moolah every month. You get extra goodies from us, your favorite podcasters.
Exactly.
You might as well do it. It's only a small amount every month. We have very cheap tiers. Just do it.
Help me buy that game Evan wanted me to buy.
No. That's your own money. What we need to do is we are going to use any bit of money that we get from podcasting to upgrade our system and upgrade our setup. Get new mics, get identical mics. Maybe, I don't know, just get something better.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, so just make sure you check that out. Make sure you check out our socials.
And on that note, I guess we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.